Welcome to Seat Time, where we drink beer and talk about all the happenings with motorcycles. All right, for those of you who are paying attention right now, this is Brian Pierce from Seat Time, and we have Josh Demuth on the line. I have got my phone plugged into all kinds of fun adapters, and Jordan has got this thing rigged up to where hopefully we are actually recording this conversation. That is the plan. So, Josh, how is it going tonight?
It's going great. Just kind of relaxing, taking it easy, and I don't know, I guess soaking in retirement. It was, I don't know, kind of a little unexpected. I was hoping to make it through this year of Arena Cross, but got about a quarter, halfway through the season, wasn't really having much fun, was struggling a bit with training and with everything, and it just, I felt like it was time before I ended up, getting hurt or something, pushing myself. And I don't know. I think I made the right decision at the right time.
Well, I definitely think that that's the way to go. I mean, you can only keep yourself happy, and after that, you're probably just going to cause more pain, than positive. But you have kind of had, you were talking about some of the pains that come along that you've been having. Obviously, you were on the Hart Huntington kit to do the Supercross for a while, but then you wound up, I think it was your wrist that you blew out, when you guys were shooting posters. Is little things like that really affected you in the long run with these pains, or is it just something that it's just riding? You're 32 years old as I am, but you've been riding since you were 5 years old. I mean, is it a little bit of everything, or are there like certain aspects that you can look back on and just really say, wow, if that hadn't happened, maybe it wouldn't be where it is right now?
I mean, I think I've had a pretty decent career.
It's definitely more than decent. That's for sure. So don't make it seem like I'm not definitely giving you what's due.
I felt like I've done and accomplished a lot of things that I wanted to do. When I was younger, and I was basically looking at what my career could be, and they weren't Supercross titles, but they were Arena Cross titles, and I'm fortunate and blessed to be able to do that stuff. So. I had a lot of injuries along the way. I mean, I've kind of had a roller coaster career. A lot of injuries and, a lot of ups and downs, basically. You go from being a champion back to, struggling just to make a paycheck on the weekend, and then,
right.
back to being a champion again. So it's one of those kind of hit and miss type deals, but I've been hurt a lot. I mean, I've got like 76 broken bones, and I've had like 13 major surgeries, and that stuff. It didn't really take its toll until it was about 3 months ago, and I was just struggling to get out of bed. And when I'd raced on Friday nights at the Arena Cross Saturday, I was having my mechanic help me get out of bed because I couldn't walk to the shower in the morning.
Oh man!
And and it wasn't that I crashed or was hurt or anything like that. It was just my body just finally decided it was time, and it was just killing me. I couldn't train. I couldn't ride the way that I was supposed to ride or the way that I was used to riding. And it was just a struggle to get up in the morning, let alone, train and riding every day and all that stuff. So I don't know. It came to that time where I couldn't feel like I didn't feel like I could do it physically anymore. So that's why I called it.
Yeah, no, and that's totally understandable. And as you were saying, you've had some Arena Cross championships, and that was back in 02 and 03 when you went back to back. And then I believe after that is when you kind of made your move to Supercross and got injured, and then kind of came back and won the Arena Cross title in 09 again on, I believe most of that was on Babbitt's. But you've had 96 career wins, and you're runner-up on the all-time win list, so nobody can take anything away from you. You're definitely a badass. I mean, that's for damn sure.
But, thank you. Yeah, I can't. I've had a great career. I've had a lot of success, especially with the Arena Cross. I did fairly well in some Supercrosses and was happy with that, but. I found a little niche with the Arena Cross and was able to make a good living at it and support my family and, and just enjoy racing motorcycles. I mean, it was one of those things where, I got up every day and I enjoyed riding my bike. I enjoyed, doing and traveling and being a part of that series.
That's awesome, dude. And that's what it's all about. I think you look at some of the kids that are, between 5 and 10 years old, and when they're growing up and their dads are dragging them to the races, they're either getting dragged or they're already dreaming, of being a professional. And it's just so cool to know that, you being a local Texas boy to us, that you were able to do that, And at 32 years old, we know you're not going to stop riding. So, now that you've officially retired from racing, what's next for Josh Demuth? What's in store for you? How do you create badassedness all over the, the national or the world, if you will?
I mean, just kind of taking it easy. Traveling around and doing the races full time and being all over and not being home on the weekends. I missed a lot of my kids growing up.
Yeah.
And they're old enough now that they're starting to get into their own things and doing their own deals. And, it's almost kind of been about me, these years. I haven't had much time to spend with them. And now that I'm retired, I get to, pay attention to them full time and get to do their things. And they get to chase their dreams just like my dad and I did when I was little. So, I think it's good. I think it was definitely time, and I'm not obviously I would like to race another 3 or 4 years, but, just with the situation with my body and everything that was going on, I just felt like it was time, and I didn't want to miss any more of my kids growing up.
Yeah, well, that's good on you, man, because, I have a 5-year-old daughter with my wife, and, it's a big part, they come to the races and everything, and, I understand that, you don't, being around them and having that time with them. So I it's good to hear you say that that's kind of where your focus is back on the family and the kids and stuff like that, to make sure that, they know you're there, they know that they have your support and everything. But we know that you in the local Texas area are going to be doing some motor schools or stuff like that, just some kind of things on the weekend. Is there anything you wanted to give a shout out about that so that everybody throughout the world could know where they could come and learn the awesomeness of Josh Demuth on the weekends?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got my best friend that is my roommate here in Fort Worth. He got me a job working on the pipeline.
Okay.
So I'm doing that during the week, but during the weekends and stuff, when I don't have the kiddos around, I'm teaching riding schools. And we've got one coming up on I believe the 23rd of January. It's at the Mesquite Rodeo Arena.
All right.
And the weekend, they're actually having a race the last weekend of January. So the weekend before on Saturday, I'm teaching a school from 11 to 2 out there at the arena cross track. Just kind of helping the kids out and stuff. And then I'll be teaching riding schools all summer long. If anybody wants to get a hold of me, joshdemuth@hotmail.com. That's my email address. You guys can email me, and, we can set something up. But, I'm working with local tracks and things around the area to teach schools, during the spring and the summertime, and just to help people, and give back something that I've learned from the sport to the kids around the area.
Well, that's awesome, dude. I know that I would love to have you tell me everything that I do wrong when it looks like I'm trying to ride a motorcycle, but probably should be at home and nursing my thumb instead of trying to ride. But as well, we're going to try to have you on the couch. I know you said you're working on the pipeline right now. You're kind of away from home sometimes during the week. But we definitely want to make sure that you know that you are completely invited to come get videotaped drinking beer and talking moto with us sometime on Seat Time. So please know that you could come this way. And joshdemuth@hotmail.com. Did I get that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So that's where you guys can find him. We have to say thank you very much to Josh Demuth. Is there any last sponsors you want to give a shout out to, or just say what's up to anybody?
Yeah, no, all my friends and family, my mom and dad especially, they didn't have a lot of money growing up, and they took care of me and got me to the races, and they struggled a lot, just to get me to where I'm at. So to be able to have some championships to show for all the hard work that they put in during my younger years, all my friends that have backed me, whether I'm laying in the hospital all busted up or winning championships, they've always been there. My best friend, Chad, He's always been there for me, takes care of me, and we look out after one another. It's a good deal. My mechanic Jack, he's been there about 10 years now. He always looks after me as well, and my kiddos, they're there all the time for me, and no matter how I do, if I finish first or last, they're always behind me, telling me I'm the best, even if I'm terrible. So
heck yeah, Dad's number one, baby.
Yeah, no, it makes me feel good, even after a hard day and I'm kind of pissed, they bring a smile to my face.
I love it, dude. Well, we can't thank you enough for trying this out with us. We know that you're a local Texas hero, and we're glad to have you on Seat Time. So thank you very much for everything, and remember, always enjoy a pint full of awesome. That is the way that leads to any kind of good time. Thank you, Josh Demuth. We will see you shortly.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.